Just a quick turnkey video of the AP Plus One. We worked with math instructional routines, and the major goal here is to try to get students to get away from like finding what the correct answer is, right? Keep things open-ended. We allow think and talk time, use word banks and sentence frames for language production, give students a template or like an organizer, including the problem, word bank, and things like that. What we did was we worked with a number line and we did a what do you notice and what do you wonder activity. Basically, they gave us a blank number line as an example of what we can do in the classroom. And this is the example. What do you notice about this image? I like that they put sentence frames here. I see, there are, I notice. So allowing kids to fill that in writing or in speech, and the word bank. I know that we've been doing words of the week in our classrooms. So we want to create a barrier-free, open-ended response, so modeling is essential, ensure enough information, and opportunities for discussion. The next thing we talked about was MTSS, which is something that we are using at our school. We want to pause and ponder about what assessments we're using for math, how are we collecting data, and I know that at 419 we've been using the IXL Diagnostics Heavy for MTSS support to put kids in different groups, in different tiers. What we did at the math meeting was we looked at map data. So that's another way to group students, and the different colors represent different achievement status and growth within this quadrant chart. So that's another thing that we looked at. So this is what it looks like on map. We have the orange, green, red, and yellow, and we click math, and we unclick everything else just to see what's on the map data for math. So the 4 quadrants are low achievement, high growth, high achievement, high growth, low achievement, low growth, and high achievement, low growth. So that's basically if they're growing faster or slower versus achievement, meaning where they are mathematically. So like a student can be low achievement, so missing foundational skills, but high growth, so a lot of effort and a lot of growth. So these are the different questions to ask yourself based off of each category. I'm linked the slides to this so you can take your time reading each section. I think that would be really helpful when diving deep into the map data. This is just another resource to use for MTSS groupings. One thing we talked about is it's important to see who's on the axes. The last thing we did was SDI, planning for students with disabilities, and again, the slide is linked. So we did planning for specially designed instruction, so a list of what this teacher does and what the student needs, and so like we can use the IEPs to plan instruction and lesson plan and plan scaffolds for what the kids need. We used an example from a lesson from Envisions because most of District 24 uses Envision. So this is a multi-digit multiplication lesson, and the scaffold is the array model for this specific student.